everybody. Today I'm doing the hashtag BookLibs challenge created by Shay's Book Cave. It was an original challenge, and I thought it sounded super fun. For those of you who ever did Mad Libs as a kid, know how awesome this challenge is going to be. It's just a bookish Mad Libs, basically, where there's a silly story with fill in the blanks that you choose random adjectives and words and things like that. So once I go through it, you'll see what happens. So I go through these 18 categories and choose different things, and then I'll read the story with all the words I collect. Okay, so let's get started. There was a pen in here. Just kidding. So I'm supposed to open to a random page and use the first or best word I find in these books. So number one is a book you just bought, and I need to get a name from it. Yesterday I just bought Watcher in the Woods by Robert de la Perullo. David. We're gonna go with David. Book you just read and a name. I just finished rereading The Year of Secret Assignments by Jacqueline Moriarty, so let's see what name I see first in this. Benjamin. Book I've never read is number 3. I need a location or place from that. So it shouldn't be difficult. I haven't read any of these. Thicket. An adjective from my favorite book. I'll go grab one of my favorites. This is an art copy of a book I read earlier this year. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. It comes out May 5th of this year, and it is fantastic. It's one of my new favorites, so I'm going to look for an adjective. Worshipped. Book you didn't like, a noun or item. I read Fringe Girl recently by Valerie Frankel and didn't like it super much. Competition. Smallest book on your shelf is number 6, and it needs an adjective. So this one is small in both ways. It's both thin and short, and it is A Hug is Warm, a children's book story by Joy Cowley, illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller, and I need to get an adjective from this, hopefully. Warm. I guess I'll just go warm. Now, the thickest book on your shelf, I need a noun. This is definitely one of the thickest books on my shelf. It is the Lord of the Rings trilogy bind up in one volume. It is over 1,000 pages, over 1,100 pages. And I need just one noun from this, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a noun in all these pages. Eyes. Eyes is a noun. Okay, now number 8, I need a verb from a dystopian book. I decided to go with one of the classics for dystopian book. It's Divergent by Veronica Roth. Use. Number 9, book that made you cry, an adjective. I don't really cry when I read books. So... Oh, but I do have one that made me tear up when I finished it. And that was also A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Seriously, guys, read this when it comes out May 5th. It is so good, I can't tell you. Floppy. Floppy's a good adjective. For number 10, I need a fantasy book, and I need a creature or animal. This one should be good. It's Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Mule. Not as exciting as I hoped, but anyway. Number 11, book made into a movie, an object. Here we go. The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger has been made into a movie. Light. Ooh, number 12, book with deckled edges, and I need a place. Guess I'll just go with my gut on this one. This one I'm going with The Iron Trader by Julie Kagawa. This is part of the Call of the Forgotten spin-off series from Julie Kagawa. This is a sequel series to the Iron Fae series. Wildwood. 13, I need another fantasy book with a magical being. About Chris Colfer's A Grim Warning from the Land of Stories series. Yeah. Fairies. Fairies are magical beings. 14, I need a contemporary book, and I need a name. Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill, one I've been longing to read for far too long. Need to get to this ASAP. Jason. I need an exclamation from a paranormal book for number 15. I picked The Ghosts of Ashbury High by Jacqueline Moriarty. Protecting Their Precious Little Girl. Number 16, I need a past tense verb from a book with a blue cover. Look how helpful. The Ark of Magonia by Maria Davana Headley has a blue cover, and it's gorgeous. Paralyzed. That's a verb, right? Yes. Right? Paralyzed? I'm not good with verbs. It's a hard word. Number 17, book with an even number of pages. I need a past tense verb again. First try. The Bronze Horseman by Pauline Simon has... Shoot, I just closed the thing. 810 pages. Yes. Married. Hi, Kiva. And last but not least, number 18 is a book with an odd number of pages. I need an emotional adverb. I don't know what an adverb is. Okay, I think it's how something is done, so an ly word. Emotional ly word. Hi, hi, yes, hello. Even, all my books have even pages. It's not my fault. Okay. Come on, odd number. Come on. Ah, 369. Poison Princess by Krusty Cole has 369 pages, which is an odd number. Finally, I was beginning to think all my books were even numbered, which I'm okay with. I actually prefer even numbers, but still, for this thing, I needed it. Anyways, I need an emotional adverb from this. How in the heck am I supposed to find an emotional adverb? I have no idea. Slowly isn't emotional. So like anger, I need like angrily, or I couldn't find one honestly, so I'll just go with angrily. Very quickly, I will read you my hashtag book libs challenge Mad Libs that I've created with Bre'sBooks words. Getting into frame here. The quest for the worshipped competition. Once upon a time, David and Benjamin went on an adventure through the thicket to find the worshipped competition. This competition was said to have warm powers that could turn any man into eyes, as well as make him useful forever. Suddenly, David and Benjamin's path was blocked by a floppy mule. Luckily, Benjamin never leaves home without his trusty light, and the mule was quickly slain. When they finally reached the wildwood where the worshipped competition was said to be, they were met by a fairy named Jason who told them that in order to obtain the worshipped competition, they had to say the magic word. Luckily, David knew it and quickly blurted out, "Protecting the precious little girl!" After receiving the worshipped competition from the mysterious fairy, David and Benjamin took each other's hand and paralyzed into the sunset, and they married angrily ever after. Well, that was different, but it was really fun. This is the hashtag book libs challenge, original challenge by Shay's Book Cave. Again, I will leave a link to her video down below. This is super fun and really unique and different type of a challenge, and I highly suggest you check it out. She has all the questions listed in the description of her video. Definitely check that out. This was super fun. I'm going to try and cut this down as much as I can so it gets to the point, but I will see you next time. Bye-bye!